What's going on, my people? It is your guy Hopeful Ent bringing you some more Mugen League action. In this fighting game league, we put air control characters against each other in 2v2 matches. This video will contain set 6 and 7 of wave 10, which means the time to fight has finally come to Mugen League! Maybe 2 teams at least, minimum. So in the background, Shuriken Shadow charging up, Bartholomew Kuma the being attempted inside the erupted Sakura, now going for a big Rasengan. Mugen League where we put Mugen League, where Mugen League where we put air control Mugen characters against each other in a league-based format. Before we get into the first match of the video, let me show you the updated league table right now. And that's what the table looks like coming into this first set of the video. The 2 teams that will be doing battle in the first set of the video are Team Sonic and the Akatsuki. For the first game, Team Sonic will be represented by Sonic and Tails. For the Akatsuki, we'll have Pain and Kisame. The stage will be Tenru Forest. Now, Team Sonic, if they beat the Akatsuki here, they would catapult themselves into top 8 momentarily. Pain and Kisame are trying to stop that, and Akatsuki are the #1 team in the league, so this is definitely an important match for Team Sonic to win. Alright, Pain, Kisame, working on a life lead. Sonic already losing a good 50% of his HP. He's also going to lose some power as he walks into the power steal of Pain. Pain now using the Shinra Tensei. The Suiton Suryudan comes out from Kisame as well, and then the Banjo Teinin from Pain is going to give Pain and Kisame the first round. Like I said, Akatsuki on top of the league, they're showing why they are on top of the league. But hold on, Tails has something to say about that. The Tails gun wave will come out and hit both Kisame and Pain flush. Kisame, however, substitutes out of that move. I should mention that Pain substitutes at guard cancels are a bit wonky. Or not wonky, they're just different from normal guard cancels. They're based on his HP and based on randoms as well. But Pain might not get a chance to use any of those as he's currently, well, finished off by Tails. It's just Kisame left to fight for the Akatsuki. Punching thin air is Kisame steering in the completely wrong direction. Tornado Jet will finish him off. That one goes in the right direction. Sonic and Tails take a round against the top place team in Mugen League thus far. Can they take a point off of Akatsuki? That would be huge for not just Sonic, but all the other teams who are trying to catch Akatsuki in that top spot. Right, so Sonic have a lot to do here. They have a lot of fans right now, does Team Sonic, but those fans do not include Pain and Kisame because they're giving it to them because they're opposing Team Sonic's hard fought victory, if they even get it. Sonic now left to fight Kisame. I think some of Kisame's buttons are hitting over Sonic. Sonic's a bit too short. Tails gets finished off. It's just Sonic that's left. Tails is still back on the field, but he is going to get finished off by the Shinra Tensei. Pain and Kisame in round 3 looking very convincing. And the Akatsuki will, at a minimum, get 1 point from this set. For the second game, we'll have Knuckles and Amy go up against Toby and Conan. Now, Knuckles does not have the best differential in Mugen League, which is why in the most recent patch he received a pseudo substitution. It's more like a bust out in the form of that move right there. He can punch you if you're hitting him. You're probably gonna see it a lot in this fight. Amy losing a good amount of HP. Knuckles going for his counter, catches Toby off guard. Toby now going for his dig bomb, which finishes off Amy in conjunction with whatever Conan went for. And now Knuckles is using the Knuckles Scourge Tornado, his 3000 power super. Speaking of 3000 power supers, Toby just used his, which is the bomb counter. 2-part Thunder Punch, or just a regular Thunder Punch. Knuckles trying to 1v2. His combos last a while in the air, going for the Knuckles special combo. If Toby and Conan do not substitute out of any of Knuckles' pressure, then he can actually 1v2. Is he gonna do it? Hold on. He has some way to go. Probably about 2 more regular combos into, or 1 combo from Knuckles into the Knuckles special combo could have probably finished off both Toby and Conan. But Conan said, no, hold my paper kunai, my paper birds. I will not lose to you in this round. Alright, Conan now sending in more paper projectiles, the paper kunai, the paper birds, all of them. More paper birds being sent in by Conan. Amy's already dead, or not already dead, almost dead. The paper bomb detonates automatically on Knuckles, and looks like it's all but over. Yeah, Amy is down. It's just Knuckles left to fight. A similar situation to the last round. He uses his counter to punch Toby away, but the paper clones have been used by Conan and they will finish off Knuckles, which means that the Akatsuki are going to take the game and the set. The first set of the video resulted in a win for the Akatsuki. If you've enjoyed this video so far, then you can check out the rest of the playlist for season 1. The link will be in the description or at the end of the video as an end screen. Now let's move on into the second set of this video, which is set 7 of wave 10. It will be Team Fairy Tail going up against the Uchiha. Fairy Tail's first participant will be Natsu, followed by Gray. The Uchiha will have Madara and adult Obito. Stage will be Jim. Madara and Obito starting off with a 1500 power. Madara gets hit by Ryuken from Natsu. Natsu now in the midst of getting comboed by Madara and Obito, who have retaliated. Gray is charging up his ice lances and power while he is charging those ice lances. And Natsu is kind of left to just fight both Madara and Obito. I believe Madara tried to go for his Yasaka no Magatama, but it did not come out. Interrupted somehow. Obito getting hit by Ice Geyser. Gray now using the Ice Make Shields to protect himself and his opponent, mostly himself though, as Natsu is still taking damage. Ice Geyser, Madara is almost down. He gets finished off by the Karyu no Tekken of Natsu. Obito now left to 1v2. What can he do? 2000 power, gets hit by the punch from Natsu, sent to the left side of the screen using his phase to avoid some of the normals of those two characters, and then using the substitution jutsu to actually finish off Natsu using the Baku Ranbu. Here comes that flamethrower. Gray interrupts, charging up power from Obito. He's gonna get hit by the ice lances, using the substitution, teleports out of it into the enhanced flamethrower. Can Obito take the 1v2? He tries to go for Baku Ranbu, does not work. Going now for the wooden combos. The Shuriken coming from the Kamui universe. And then I believe Gray tried to hit Obito, but Obito might have phased through it. I don't know. It was really quick. But I think Obito just got that 2v1. So Obito giving the Uchiha their first round in this game, and that's pretty impressive. I'm pretty sure that was a 2v1, so I'm just gonna write that down somewhere. Just writing that one down. Alright, here I go. Madara is almost dead. My goodness, I spent way too much time doing that. But Madara is going to awaken. No, he just uses the Susanoo. He just uses the Susanoo temporarily. He will get finished off though. Karyu no Tekken interrupted by the Fireball Jutsu. Ice Geyser now being used. Karyu no Hoko is also being used. Another Ice Geyser. Tobi or Obito is pretty much dead. He teleports out of Natsu's Karyu no Tekken. He blocks the second attempt. Here comes the Bakuenji, which they'll definitely finish him off. And the thing is that now Natsu and Gray have 3000 power that they can use. Will they use the Kyojin Nanarenbu or Shirin Urigata Goren Hoken? We're gonna see neither. Instead, it will indeed be the Karyu no Koen coming out from Natsu. Ice Geyser, Madara blocks, tries to go for the Mangekyo Genjutsu, interrupted. Karyu no Tekken, Natsu dashing back and forth. Here comes New World from Obito. This one's for all the marbles. Fairy Tail, the healthier of the two teams thus far. Madara getting hit by the Ice Make Hammer into the Ice Geyser. Will Natsu get hit by the Concrete Slab? He does not. He goes for Bakuenji, which catches Obito, I believe. Great did get hit by that slab that fell from the ceiling. Madara looking like he's almost down. He's trying to go for the Mangekyo Genjutsu. He avoids getting hit by the slab because he's on Obito's team. Ice Make Shield being used by Gray. Madara still alive somehow. He's not down just yet, except now he is. So now it's just Obito, but Obito has an advantage. He's on this stage which will interrupt his opponents, but it won't last forever. The stage will eventually revert back to normal. Katonga Kake no Jutsu. Can Obito get 2 1v2s in the same bloody game? Ryuken blocked. New World transformation is gone. Obito back to normal, back to Jim. Catches Natsu off guard. The ice lands into the ice cannon, but somehow Obito does not get hit by that move. The Shuriken will finish off Natsu, and then the Shuriken also interrupt the Super Freeze arrow. Here comes the wooden lance. Ice Make Shield. Ice Geyser, and that will finish off Obito. That was pretty close, but Obito almost pulled off a second 1v2. That would have been ridiculous if he did it, but he did not. Natsu and Gray will take the first game of this set. Really exciting stuff from the previous game. Will the second game in the second set be just as enticing? Here we will have Urza and Gajeel go up against Shisui and Itachi Edo. Alright, what can the Uchiha do? I will mention Fairy Tail, I believe, is in top 8. I believe they're number 8 in top 8, but they're still in top 8, right? Top 8 is top 8. Shisui and Itachi Edo tried to halt the momentum of Fairy Tail. They're climb up the table. Will they be able to do so? Here comes the aerial Katon Endan from Shisui. Meanwhile, Itachi has used a Tsukuyomi mode. Another Hosenkan no Jutsu, but this time in the air from Shisui. Running on the air, Pentagram Sword being used by Urza. He's currently fighting Itachi, getting finished off by the flamethrower Enda. From that combo, a couple of shuriken were tossed in for good measure, and somewhere in all of that, Gajeel also went down. So Shisui and Itachi trying to get a point for the Uchiha, which is the most they can get because they lost the first game. Tetsuryukon now used by Gajeel, running in the steel iron pipes. Another Tetsuryukon, this time another Tetsuryukon. Again, Itachi Edo just cannot survive right now, but Gajeel has been put in multiple genjutsu from Shisui. And now Itachi is putting him in a genjutsu. Urza has 3000 power. Shisui has awakened into his level 3 Susanoo. Urza and Gajeel had the power but did not use any of it. Gajeel now using Iron Scales mode for the first time this game. Using it at a time where he needs it. Shisui is eventually finished off. Somehow Gajeel teleporting or penetrating the armor of that Susanoo, and the Tetsuyu no Hoko will finish off Itachi Edo. Urza and Gajeel are going to take another round. Urza and Gajeel are going to take round number 2. Now remember, if Fairy Tail wins this next round, they get 3 points. If the Uchiha win this next round, then it will be 1 point to both Uchiha and Fairy Tail. Alright, Itachi, Tsukuyomi mode activated. Mangekyu Genjutsu used on Urza. Itachi now getting hit by Tetsuryuso Kishi, as well as the Tenrin Blumen Blato from Urza, who is fighting back. She started off by getting Mangekyu Sharingan into oblivion, but it doesn't do any damage. It just puts her into hit stun. She's able to survive. Katon Hosenkan no Jutsu, I believe, coming out from Itachi Edo, gets hit by the steel pipe. Another steel pipe somehow uses the delayed wake up to not get hit by the Tetsuryukon. Sharingan, the Mangekyu Sharingan Genjutsu, as a matter of fact, will be used by Itachi. Shisui has awakened. Crow Ren, can Shisui protect Itachi? Can Itachi protect Shisui from this distance? They have a decent prospect to work with here. Urza has been stuck in permanent hit stun because of the Mangekyu Genjutsu. Shisui trying to fight. Can he 1v2 with this transformation? He's walking back. Shisui attacked them. There goes Urza. Just Gajeel. Can Shisui get the 1v2? Yes, he can. It is the wave of 1v2s, it would appear. The video of 1v2s. Shisui will pull one out for the Uchiha and give them a much needed point so that they can climb up in the table. So the result of the second set of this video will indeed be a draw. And yeah, it was really exciting to see Shisui go for that 1v2. But the results are now in for this video, which means we have come to the end of this video. As always, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Leave a like for all the talking, subscribe for more content, sound your voice in the comments, and let me know if you got your predictions correct on this video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.